So if you have a particularly stressful event you're waiting to hear news of, it might be exams or it might be an apprenticeship or perhaps you've gone for a job, then you're undoubtedly feeling a level of stress, and that's completely normal. Everybody experiences stress to a degree, and actually it's quite helpful for us to reach our kind of optimal functioning. But then when stress gets out of hand and we start to feel that we can't control it, you might find yourself experiencing a range of symptoms, some of them physical and some of them more psychological. So the physical ones you might experience are, you might find your hands get hot and sweaty, your heart rate starts to go a bit faster, you have a funny sick feeling in your tummy, you might even feel dizzy and faint if you feel really, really stressed. These are the body's ways of telling you that you're experiencing stress. And the first thing to do, if we go through maybe a number of strategies, is to notice them first. Just really notice that these are the signs of stress and they're normal, and just accept them. And that's kind of step one. Then the second thing is you can do something physically to control your breathing, and that'll help you to feel a lot calmer. So when you're anxious and when you're stressed, your breathing will be from here. It could be quite rapid, and it'll actually make you feel a little bit more lightheaded. So controlling your breathing will actually automatically bring down your stress level. So if you try this, put a hand on your chest and one on your tummy, perhaps find somewhere to lie down, or you could just do it sitting in a seat like I am now. And then just notice which hand's moving when you breathe. If I breathe quickly, this hand will move, and that shows me that I'm actually breathing in a very stressed way. If I breathe slowly in through my nose and out through my mouth, then I'll be pushing my tummy out a bit, and this hand will move, and that means that I'm breathing from my diaphragm, and that will automatically bring my arousal level down, and I'll start to feel a little bit calmer and a bit less panicky. And then the third thing that you can try is what we call grounding techniques. So me sitting in this chair, starting to notice the kind of weight of my body on the chair, perhaps my arms resting heavily on the arms here of the chair, just becoming aware of myself in the moment, sitting here, feeling real and feeling grounded in this chair. Those are three things that you can try, but there are plenty of other strategies, and you could take a look at our website for some other ones. So let's think about the psychological things that you might be able to do for yourself. So as well as all these physical symptoms of stress, when you're stressed, you'll feel or you would notice a load of thoughts going around in your head. They might be kind of worrying thoughts, they might be thoughts of comparing yourself to your friends that you think perhaps you're not as good as, or perhaps you feel your parents have got an expectation of you and you haven't met it somehow. And all these negative thoughts are also part of being stressed and anxious. Again, noticing them. I like to use a technique where I think of myself sitting in the harbour watching ships coming in and out, and those are anxious thoughts. They'll come in, but then accept them, and then they'll move away again. And just sort of noticing and naming them as a normal part of being anxious, and then thinking about who you might talk to about those thoughts and feelings. Do you have a trusted friend? Is there perhaps somebody in your family that's compassionate and empathic towards you that will really get how you feel? And then when you have that conversation with them, and you might start to explore, actually some of the results you're waiting for are of exams that perhaps you weren't that interested in or didn't feel were your strength, or you might have gone for a job or an apprenticeship that was something that somebody else thought was a good idea. So actually sometimes not succeeding in the things you've gone for is a way of actually discovering what's the right path for you. Is there something else that you might decide that you'd rather do instead? And once you find that, you'll hit your flow, and you'll start to feel that time passes more quickly and more easily in a less stressful way.